Hey guys, welcome to week 12. This week we are going to wrap up our mini series that we've done on World War II, and we're going to actually be looking at a couple of events, and we're going to be looking at this in sort of a global context. The first event that we're going to be looking at is the concentration of 120,000 Japanese Americans in the United States, which followed the attack on Pearl Harbor and will continue on throughout the duration of the war. In fact, this year, 2017, marks the 75th anniversary of the executive order numbered 9066, which was issued by the United States government in 1942, which resulted in the incarceration of these Japanese Americans. And so we're going to be talking about some of the issues of race that surrounded that decision and what camp life was like and what the ramifications of that were. The other thing we're going to be looking at, and this isn't typically done in an American history course because it's not really an American event, although the United States played a role in it, an important role, but that's the Holocaust. And one of the things that I think is really important as we begin to deal with the mid-20th century is to begin to think about issues of genocide. In fact, genocide and thinking about it is something that you can go back and throughout all the world history, and even in U.S. history, you can sort of talk about concepts of genocide, but definitely when you're dealing with the Holocaust, the idea of mass murder and genocide comes to the forefront. And although the United States did not, we did not participate in mass killings or mass shootings, the response that the United States had to reports of mass killings, to reports of discrimination and persecution and anti-Semitism at the hands of the Nazis, is rather shocking. In fact, multiple times the American State Department deliberately postponed issuing visas to Jews because they did not want to have a mass influx of Jewish immigrants into the nation. And we're going to be talking quite a bit about this week. So they're both very interesting topics, but they're both very difficult topics to talk about because in some respects, particularly with respects to the Holocaust, you see the worst of humanity. But one of the things that we have to do is not shy away from these topics, but rather try and understand them and try to see what we can make of it. So that's what we're going to be looking at this week. And again, like I said, this will wrap up our discourse on World War II, period. But we're going to get a little bit more global this week as we look at the Holocaust itself. So that's what we've got going. Other than that, I again want to encourage you to be thinking about various topics that you might look at for your next PowerPoint presentation assignments. And if you need help with that or have questions on that, please contact me. I am happy to help you do what I can to get you going on that. So I think that's pretty much what I have for you. So as always, I will leave you with my moniker as I do, to go in peace, be warm and filled, may the force be with you, live long and prosper, and may the odds forever be in your favor. Have a blessed week, guys.